Jacques, thanks for joining. It's a strange time. We're all living in very strange times at the moment. As you can see behind me, there's my month planner, year planner. I think that's the most useless thing on earth at the moment. Just tell me, how have you been going through the lockdown situation, and what have you been keeping yourself busy with?
Yeah, Brendan. Yeah, it's funny times. It's strange times, I must say, but I think it's very quickly became part of living, and I think it would probably change how normal will be going forward. I think it would be a time in history that we will always remember. Listen, that things have changed, So yeah, no, from our side, we're still busy. The nice thing for me is that we probably, the one side of coaching is physically coaching on the field, and the other side is the planning part. So for us, nothing has changed. We're still in planning, and we're still preparing, and we are analyzing as we would have done anyway. The only thing now is we physically don't have a meeting with the players where we go and do a alignment camp with the Sharks guys in Durban. We did one over Skype calls, or over we use Microsoft Teams, one of our partners. So yeah, we're quite lucky in terms of that. Yes.
So, but it must be difficult though, because I mean, you can only do so much planning. At some point, you want to play a game to see if your planning gets implemented. So, how's that working? I mean, you can have all these meetings, but until you get on the field, you can do nothing. And at the moment, none of us know when that's going to be. So.
Yeah, I think that's probably the tough part, is to plan for something and you don't actually know for who you're planning. Even for test matches, nothing has been cancelled and everything is still going on. But there is good. Things might. It's such a fluid stage currently that your planning might be not Scotland but Georgia first game, or it might be Argentina first game. We don't know, like you rightly say, because there's so many variables and so many stakeholders. And yes, it is. I think probably the nice thing for us currently is rugby stopped. So in terms of analysis, we are basically catching up. The Six Nations went up to one stage. So, and because it was Super Rugby, and you're analysing Super Rugby and looking at the players and how they're performing and all that. So basically, everything stopped now. So we're basically just catching up to where rugby paused. But like you rightly said, I think if it continues for a long time, which we don't know, it might be pretty boring now.
Yeah, and I suppose, I mean, the first thing, just to go into a couple of specifics, so the first thing I wanted to ask you was, the last time we spoke, and we spoke to you and Russie, there was the plans for Felix to hold these alignment camps in Europe. There was, obviously, you guys are going to hold the alignment camps now, talk about the Japanese players coming in as almost as a pre-season type thing, that you have to get them fit and that. How's all those plans changed now?
No, Felix did his alignment camps. So he was, he finished the first, like we had 2 rounds of alignment camps. So let's start with the local guys first. So we finished everybody except the Sharks. So the last, and the Sharks, the last game they played against the Stormers. And then after that, listen, rugby has halted, and they would have played one more game, and then it would have been their alignment camp that weekend. So we actually did the alignment camp over Microsoft Teams, where we actually met with the players, and so everybody from our perspective in terms of alignment camps in South Africa, all 4 franchises, including the Kings, including the Cheetahs, have been they're on par, on the same level. But in that time, Felix also did the alignment camps with the French and the UK players. Okay. So every player except the guys who's in Japan, which we couldn't get to. We were planning to go to them in May. But yeah, all the first rounds of alignment camps have been done with everybody. So in terms of that, we're on par.